Hey, Iris. Do you have a moment to talk?
Right now? Sure. What's going on?
Well, this has to do with the trip we're taking starting tomorrow. Nadia is going to be coming along with us.
What? Nadia's going to be coming along with us on this trip?
That's right. After talking with Nadia yesterday about the trip we planned to take, she told me she wanted to go along with us as well. So I invited her along to join us on this fun family trip.
Wait. What do you mean you just invited her along? You saying it so casually like that is a huge problem. Tomorrow is when we're all planning on heading out.
Nadia said that she'll be ready in time for tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about her. She's already started packing while we're here speaking.
Wait, I'm not worried about the fact that she'll be packed or not for the trip. You do realize that this trip is a family trip, and that means that it's just meant to be between us and your parents, right? And, well, you're asking for a random woman to come and join us on this trip that's supposed to be only for the family. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
What do you mean, random person? Nadia is a longtime friend of mine, right? We've known each other ever since we were tiny, and she's always been around me and my family. She's pretty much a sister to me, honestly.
I'm sure to you things may seem that way between you two, but to me, I'm not really that comfortable being around her.
You don't have to be worked up over here. She's not going to do anything to you, and she won't expect anything from you either. She actually happens to be a really outgoing woman, so you and her will get along quite well, to be honest.
This is not about us communicating with one another. Tomorrow is the trip, right? We already made reservations for just 4 people to stay, and there isn't any available room for her. I'm not sure the resort will take too kindly to us just changing the amount of people we'd like to have on our reservation.
I'm sure the resort will be fine with us adding 1 extra person. You think they'd throw a fit over something like that? And when they bring food to our rooms every morning, they can always bring extra so she can have that. You are getting way too worked up over nothing here.
Wait, there is also the car situation. The car will only fit about 4 people into it, so she won't be able to ride with us.
Car situation. Well, let's do this. We can have Nadia ride in the car with us, and you can take the bus there or something.
What?
Well, since there can only be 4 people fit into the car, I'll be the one driving, and I'll have Nadia ride shotgun, and Mum and Dad in the back seats, so you can go ahead and take a bus there, and we'll all meet there once everyone arrives.
What? Why me?
Why you? Because Nadia doesn't know anything about the resort, and where it's at. If we have her take the bus there or something, she'd probably get lost on the way. She's not really used to travelling by herself, so it would be best for her to come with me in the car. I think you're far more used to riding buses and travelling on your own, so you go ahead and take one. Don't you feel like that's the best option here?
Huh?
Also, there's this. At the resort, you're going to be with my parents. Remember, we reserved 2 rooms in that suite there, right? 1 for my parents and 1 for you and I. Well, I'm thinking that Nadia and I will share a room, and you can be with my parents. How's that sound?
Huh? Why would you suggest something as stupid as that to me? Don't you think that she should be in a room with your parents and you and I get a room to ourselves? Why, when you and I are husband and wife, do I have to be with your parents?
What's wrong with that? Do you not want to be with my parents?
It's not that I don't want to be with them. Rather, I'm going to be thinking about how you are sharing a room with Nadia. I'm not going to do something like that. And it's not even like these rooms are going to be that big anyway, so I'm going to be smothered by both your mom and dad. This is not okay, Lucas. Anyway, I've already told you we can't just ask the resort to increase the amount of people on the reservation, right? It's too late. I'm sorry, but it's a no-go from me on having Nadia come along with us this time. Now go tell her no.
If I went back to her now and said no, I'd feel terrible for her. She's been looking forward to this trip for the past couple of hours. It's totally fine that we'll be bringing 1 extra person along. If the resort does have any issues with her coming, then I'll be the one paying for her, all right? That should make you happy, right?
What? When making the plans for this whole trip, you said you wouldn't pay for any of my trip and stay, saying that it was mine to pay for. So I had to use up my bonus from this year to pay for this trip. But when it's for Nadia, you're all in on paying for her to come on the trip.
What's wrong with that? Stop trying to make it seem like you hate all of this. Now, this is all fine with you, right?
No, it's not. Let me tell you right now that Nadia is not just some normal longtime friend of yours. I've heard plenty of times from your mom that in the past you both dated for a while. So in other words, Nadia is your ex-girlfriend, right? What the heck do you think you're doing, bringing your ex-girlfriend on a family trip with both your parents and your wife? I don't think any of this is funny if it's some kind of joke. I do not want her coming along with us.
What's gotten into you? You jealous of her or something? You are such a loser for being jealous of someone like her.
This is not about me being jealous of her. This is the family trip that I had to plan out and then pay for. This is about me wondering why, out of all the people you planned to bring along on this trip last minute, you chose to want to bring your ex-girlfriend. And why are we still talking about her as though you want to be around her all the time? I'm your wife. Why do you want her around you all the time on this trip when I'm the person you're supposed to love? This is all completely screwed up.
Oh, you are such a pain in my neck, Iris. I've told you already that Nadia is just a long-time friend of mine now, and that's it. And the only reason we dated in the past is because both of our families are friends with each other. Being around one another all the dang time would lead to us trying out the dating life with one another, right? And let's be honest, you came far later than her in my life. So just give it up and deal with her.
Deal with her? What? You're going to mess up all the plans I worked so hard on making the day before the trip when you never once helped me in any way setting all this up? I had to reserve the resort and pay for all that. I had to reserve all the food and pay for that, and I'm supposedly the one paying for gas. But now you want me to ride the bus there separately and then stay in a room with your mom and dad? You really think I'm just going to deal with all of that? You have no right.
Oh, jeez. You're being so freaking rude now. My mum said this was fine having Nadia join us. I just got off the phone with her a little bit ago, and she said she'd love to have Nadia on the family trip. Even my dad said it would be all right to have her tag along. So right now it's 3-1, and the three of us want her to come along.
Huh? You're telling me that both your parents are fine with all this as well? They're fine with both the car situation and the resort?
Yes, they both are. The only person that's against all of this is you, all right? Can you give up on fighting me on this and just let it be? I think it's best that you stop trying to piss me off any further, all right? I hate having to deal with jealous women with you right now.
Is that so? All right then. Then go ahead and do whatever you guys want. And as for tomorrow, I'll be taking the bus instead.
Now, was that so hard? You could have just started with all that and we would have been completely fine. Now I'm going to get all your things out of the car and put them in the garage, and I'm going to let Nadia know that she can bring her stuff over whenever to put in the trunk. Thanks, Iris. Hey, wait a minute, Iris. Where is the key to the car? It's not where it normally should be. Right now, everyone is at the house ready to take off. Mom and Dad and Nadia. Since I don't have the key on me, I can't even unlock the car. Did you have any idea where it might have been left?
I happen to have it on me right now. Did you need it?
What? Wait, you're already on the way to the resort now, right? Right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm on my way to the resort right now. The bus actually arrived a little earlier than expected, so I'm just here waiting on you guys at the bus stop. Ah, and the spare key for the car is also in my purse.
What the hell were you thinking? You have both the car keys on you, which means that all of us won't be able to take the car. How are the four of us supposed to get to the resort now?
Well?
Iris, are you trying to piss me off right now?
Who do you think is more pissed off at the moment? I think that I am far more pissed off than you are, and I have been all day. This was the family trip that I put all my time into planning and then had to pay for with all my bonus. And you think that you can just start inviting whoever you want to come along a day before we leave? And what's worse is you wanted to bring along your longtime friend, who also happens to be your girlfriend, and have her ride in the car with you, all while making me take the train? And then you want me sleeping in a small room with both your parents while you and her get to share a bed together? How much more were you going to screw with me like that, you jerk? After something like that, I'm not sure I'll be able to fathom the frickin' nerve you have. And the fact that your parents agreed with you on that says a lot of things to me. So I'm done with you being such a pain in my neck. I'm going to get a divorce from you, and then you can be with your ex-girlfriend all you want.
Well, wait, hold on, a divorce? Wait a second, calm the heck down. Do you have any idea what a divorce even is?
Are you going to keep acting like I don't know what's going on here? I know dang well what a divorce means. It will allow for you to run off with that longtime friend of yours and have the relationship you've both been wanting to have.
Wait, are you freaking kidding me right now? You actually plan on getting a divorce from me now, just over something like this?
Just over something like this? What? You think that what you've been up to is just something simple? I see. So it's just normal for you to go around flaunting your affair in front of my face like that? Well, then that's enough of me putting up with you and your dang family now. I am going to end you all. You, your parents, and that woman you've been cheating on me with.
Wait, cheating on you? Cheating on you with her? I told you that Nadia and I do not have that kind of relationship with one another. I get that we went on a date once before, but right now the two of us are just longtime friends. Nothing else. You're way too crazy about all this stuff.
I am? Do you think that I have no clue about what's been going on with you and her? I have heard a lot from that longtime friend of yours, Lucas, about how when you say you have to work overtime, you're really up to something else. I've heard all the details about it because I receive a text about it every time. Sending me pictures every single time you both are together, bragging about how she gets to be with you.
What?
At the start of all this, I didn't want to think it was anything significant. But recently, things with her have only been getting worse. Sending me pictures of you both sleeping on bed together naked, and some of you both hanging out in different hotel rooms together.
What? Wait, are you serious? No, wait.
I've gone ahead and saved all those pictures to my phone, and now I have all the proof I need of you and Nadia being more than just longtime friends. And not just the photos, but screenshots of her bragging to me about what you both were up to. And recorded voicemails you sent me saying that you'd have to stay at work late again. With all this evidence I have, I could send you right to hell. Go ahead and start getting all your money in order. You're going to need it for the settlement I'm asking for. I plan to get in touch with a lawyer really soon here.
No, hold on for just a minute. You have this all completely wrong, all right? I'm literally nothing to Nadia besides a friend, and that goes both ways with us. You are the woman I love the most, and only you, all right? So, let's just both calm down a bit here. We can both take some time to breathe and talk all this through.
I'm already quite calm, actually, besides the occasional anger. Also, when you say that I'm the woman you love the most, that must mean there is another woman you love the second most, right? And maybe even a third? People that cheat really don't know how to phrase what they want to say properly, do they?
You're wrong. You have this all wrong. Hey, can we please take a moment to discuss all of this in person? We can all get on the bus right now and meet you there to talk this all over.
Well, if you want to come all the way out here, then be my guest. But there's no place for you guys to stay out here, all right?
What? Wait, but we still have the other room, right? We reserved 2 rooms for the 5 of us.
The 5 of us? I only ever reserved 1 room. And it's a larger room for my sister and my parents to all stay in with me.
Uh-huh.
Well, I had always planned for us to all share one large family room, but I didn't want to waste it all on myself. There would also be way too much food for just me to eat, so I asked my parents and my older sister to come out and stay with me. So even if you did come on the next bus, there wouldn't be a room here open for you guys. And since it's the middle of spring break, I'm not so sure you'll find a room at any of the hotels or resorts here. But if you all really want to come out here, then get ready to sleep out in a park somewhere.
What? Iris, that's... You asked your family to come along without asking me for permission first? This is supposed to be a trip for my family to go on.
Wow, have the tables really turned on you or what? Who was the one that invited a complete stranger on this family trip without ever asking me first? Go ahead and get mad at me all you want for this, but this has made us even now. Remember when I said I wasn't going to let this all happen anymore? Well, here we are. I'm no longer taking any of your crap, and I'm going to be serving what you've given me right back.
Wait, no way. I'm telling you that I really have not been cheating on you.
Go ahead and keep saying that to me. I love watching you freak out like a little ant drowning in water. Just know that you saying you've not been cheating isn't going to do anything for you. I have loads of evidence that says otherwise.
No, you seriously are making a huge mistake right now. Just freaking believe me.
All you have to say to me anymore is that I'm the one who's misunderstanding things, and not once have you apologized to me yet. I guess even now, while you're caught red-handed, you still think everything you've done isn't wrong?
Wait, no. Sorry. I made a big mistake this time. I'm so dang sorry for everything I did to you recently.
I asked for an apology from you, not this shallow and heartless BS. When I'm done spending time with my family here, I'll get to work on the divorce. So until then, can you sit tight and be quiet for me? I'm really excited to relax at this amazing resort that I picked out. And I don't need to keep having my phone go off about something that's not my fault.
Wait.
See you, Lucas. I was then able to meet up with my mom, dad, and my sister, and the four of us were able to enjoy the resort while eating amazing foods and drinking lots of alcohol. I guess it really is the most fun when you go on trips with those you can love and trust. After our stay at the resort was over, I went home with both my parents, and there I got in touch with a lawyer to start working on the divorce. I started showing all the evidence I had of Lucas cheating on me with Nadia, and the whole meeting with my lawyer went by smoother than butter. Both Lucas and his parents came to my parents' house begging for me to not go through with the divorce. But I wasn't going to have it, and made sure to divorce Lucas while also getting a settlement from both him and Nadia. And what do you know? 2 months after the divorce, Lucas and Nadia got married to one another. But when it came to Nadia, she may have been a really good lover to Lucas, but as his wife, she was a no-go. And once again, due to cheating, the relationship they had went cold in half a year. Then Lucas tried to get back in touch with me, trying to get me to come back to his side and marry him. But by that point in time, I was with another man that my older sister had introduced me to. And when I told him I was already married, he shut up and would never talk to me again after that. I really hope he realizes nobody's going to want him around them when he thinks it's all right to invite another woman on a family trip with his wife and parents. Luckily for me, I have a new husband now who is both really kind to me and treats me as though I'm his equal. And from here on, I'm going to forget about that idiot ex of mine and put all my head into thinking about my true love.